Yup, yup.
Sega.
We got quickly interrupted last time by my Alt key getting stuck, making it rather impossible to shift through all our squads. But here we are. Warhammer 40,000, Dawn of War. Let's see. Alright. Well, we did manage to save right before. So, let's resume Mission 3. Playing on hard because the only difference between the skill levels in this game is the amount of HP that the enemies have. Let me close my door. The enemy doesn't really behave any differently on insane difficulty than on hard or on normal. The only difference is the amount of HP they have, so ultimately all it would really do is just make for a somewhat longer playthrough. With maybe a few more losses on my part. But you know what, we'll take the more forgiving difficulty setting and just have fun. Alright, let's upgrade all of the listening posts. Get all of the armory upgrades. We can also train one more Marine squad. Secure the area with turrets. Let's take this strategic point. use the rally function whenever you have a squad that has had its morale run down. So keep the fighting and doing plenty of damage to things. You may experience some losses, but nothing too substantial. Fighting block by block. Whoops. Don't be too worried with losing a point here and, you know, a point here and there. It will be easy enough to grab back. But don't stretch yourself too thin either. You don't want to lose all of your progress. Send the Marines onto the front. Have the servitors build listening points all over the place. And upgrade any of the turrets with missile add-ons, as well as upgrading the listening points themselves. Keep boosting the squads. And make sure to provide them with all the heavy weapon upgrades they need to take on heavier targets like tanks and war tracks. Sometimes you may miss a strategic point, so just make sure to go over all the areas, since we can use as much of that requisitions resource as we can get. and sweep the city block by block. Don't let your soldiers run away. Sometimes they get a little overzealous chasing down an enemy. Alright. But again, they should be strong enough to hopefully stand up to any minor conflicts they blunder into. In addition, there is that machine workshop, or machine cult as it is known.
Emperor be praised. The machine cult is still intact. We must get a servitor to finish its construction immediately.
Clear out this area a little bit, but let's not push on too far until we can fix the machine cult and start sending in some of those dreadnoughts. Dreadnought is the most basic Space Marine mech unit. pretty tough and pretty good at taking out a good dug-in position.
The revered dreadnoughts are standing by. Build them at the machine cult.
There we go. Now at the moment, we can't really build any more dreadnoughts because our population cap for vehicles has been reached. But what we can do is head over to the stronghold and increase the cap. Let's go around, upgrade all the listening posts. Heading into enemy territory. Very gradually. Oops, kinda lost touch with this squad a little bit. So let's get it replenished. And maybe try to get them to safety. Or they get eliminated completely. Point. And keep pushing in. We can now build more dreadnoughts. So take advantage of that and keep sending them in to reinforce your armies. Here you can reunite with your other forces. So make a push. Final. The enemy. Use the frag grenades to scatter infantry. That, my friends, is it. On mission 3.
Knock it off, all of yous. We's moving out. We's not gonna stay and fight. I's the biggest orc here, which means I's the leader of yous lousy bunch of gits. We've been waiting and waiting to fight these marine boys, and we's gonna stomp them back good. To do that, we need the strength of all the boys, not a small, weak mob of rats like yous boys. I use your skull for something besides thumping. We's orcs, and we's were made for fighting and winning. Sure thing. You're the boss. We's gonna go get Big Boss Orc among us. He got something special planned for these humies.
The defense of the city of Magna Bonum was a success. The orcs caught us off our guard, but not unprepared. I will not underestimate these aliens again. It is clear now that their primary push was towards the capital city, and they have moved in to attack with a speed I have rarely seen a military force capable of achieving. I have read reports of orc clans who focus on fast strikes, but I did not realize they could be so coordinated. It is as if something is driving the orcs here, some unknown desire or instinct. The Imperial Guard regiments watching over the city are decimated and will not be resupplied for at least 24 hours. The orcs will renew their attacks far sooner. Our scouts are reporting a force massing 50 kilometers from the city that dwarfs the group that attacked Magna Bonum. And reports from civilians speak of a mighty orc who leads them. Bigger and more cunning than the rest. If the capital city falls, this planet will not be far behind. I cannot allow this to occur.
Okay. I gotta love that wog. Wow. Wow. I think that's right. Gotta love it.
Everything is ready, boss. Them Humies is in for a good stomping. This is gonna be the best fight of their miserable lives.
Just make sure it's the last fight of their lives.
And
I
here
don't take
is the
orders
first
from
reveal.
you, Humi.
Orcs are
We've
working
held up our
with the
side of the
Chaos
bargain, have we
Forces.
not? You wanted a new planet to wage war on, and we have given it to you. You wanted to face the Imperium's greatest warriors, the Space Marines. They are here. We've even provided you with weapons and Imperial tanks to use on the battlefield. And all we ask in return is that you keep the Imperials distracted from our operations here.
You've kept your word. But that still don't mean you can order the orcs around.
My apologies. We've delivered the last of the weaponry. They're in the hands of your servants. We'll take our leave now. I respectfully request that you keep the Marines busy for as long as you can.
We'll keep them more than busy. We'll keep them dead.
The thought of kowtowing to these creatures disgusts me. The orcs are a tool, nothing more. And quite an effective one, I might add. Perhaps. But I dislike providing such unpredictable aliens with our own weaponry. Lord Bale, orcs are not unpredictable. Quite the contrary. You can rely on them to turn against you. But they will honor our agreement as long as we provide them with enemies to satiate their battle lust. If we intimidated them into doing our bidding, showed them our strength, they will
Love these guys.
pause
Cool
before
style,
betraying
honestly.
us. You cannot intimidate something that knows no fear.
It's
Trouble
all gonna be
yourself no
about
more with the
Chaos
orcs.
Star
We will have what we
eye
came for
tattoos
and be
and-
gone before they finish with the Imperials and turn on us.
in 38,000 years.
Why is we talking with them Humies instead of fighting with them? Them smelly Chaos boys is weak. Not nearly enough of a challenge for the boys. If they were strong like orcs, they wouldn't need us to fight for them. We'll take their guns and their help, and when we're done chopping up all the Humies, we'll come back here and chop them up as well.
Sounds like a plan.
Orbital imagery shows a heavy concentration of orcs in the area. We must secure a location and establish
this
a
one.
base before destroying the war boss and his clan.
This one.
Combine the holy fire of the whirlwinds with the jump packs of our assault marines. Cleanse this area.
Great. We're in mission 4. Alright. So, I'm gonna send I'm gonna send the troopers here for a walk. Let's just have them explore some of this area up north. Meanwhile, we got these whirlwinds, which are powerful artillery unit. Got the high ground, as you can see. And the only thing we have to do is go to their stance and change it from ceasefire to attack. And then, perhaps, if you want, direct the witch attacker. Although they are perfectly capable of taking care of that on their own. Now, I don't think there's actually anything in this area, but I just like clearing out all the dark areas. And it'll keep them out of the way since we don't really need them yet. Not until the whirlwinds have finished their jobs. Let's see the view from the camp. As you can see, yeah, they pretty much stand no chance right now. This is going to be our starting position. As soon as we empty it out a little bit. This is the view from the whirlwind side. Let's get the squads back here. We don't have any buildings yet, so we don't really want to put our units in danger because we don't want to spend our resources before we can.
Our scouts report the war boss is in the vicinity of this
Whirlwinds
location.
are not
It
needed
seems
anymore,
a
so they'll
second
definitely
orc clan has gathered between us.
But
They
what
are
we
heavily
can do-
defended on this plateau. They must be eliminated to clear a path to the war boss.
What you can do now is take the troopers and have them jump down here. Searcher is building strongholds. Protect him while he does that. But as soon as he's done, you can start having him work on all the other buildings. Let's have the assault marines take care of this first strategic point, which is right outside our base, practically. That'll give us a boost on our requisitions. Now, as you can see, you can't actually attach commander to an assault marine squad because they are sort of a specialized unit with their jetpacks. You can't really attach a unit to them that does not have a jetpack. So let's just have the commanders hover around here until we can get some regular marine squads to them. There is also this other strategic point right inside our base. I missed that. Let's take that down as well. And pretty soon we'll have a good, solid trickle of blue stuff coming in.
Assault
Build a
Marines
listening
are now
post
available to us. They can be built from the chapel
on
barracks.
each of the captured points. As we can see, the squad got ambushed. But after we do, let's get right back to capturing the strategic point. Alright. Just tweaking the volume, and we're back to the game. Alright. While they're doing this, build 2 Space Marine squads. Don't forget, each squad takes 2 population points. We're currently using 6, so we can afford 2 squads. Let's upgrade the squads. Target finders, which improve accuracy, and bionics, which improve health. And then let's build 1 or 2 more of these plasma generators so that we can get the green power resource coming in. The other servitor, who it looks like almost got killed, missed that, will build a listening post on this strategic point. Keep boosting old squads, add more members to them until they're full. Keep researching every upgrade. Increase squad cap. It helps to put some mines around the place. They're cheap. Only 50 requisition points. But they slow down enemy advance. And let's keep at least 1 squad back inside the base. Because enemies do occasionally drop in. Hopefully we won't need to do that too quick. Once we start advancing and taking ground, the enemy will have much bigger problems to worry about than trying to invade our base. We have two commander units in this, so attach 1 of them to each of the Marine squads that you just built. We're gonna have the Assault Marines go a little bit ahead. Just to scope out the next point. It's undefended right now. Let's take that too. Raise the unit cap. Keep building various squads. As squads lose members and lose morale, we may want to have them retreat. This way you can back them up. Some of your other Marine squads that are sitting in the back, well prepared to fight. The Assault Marines are very good at making a first attack and then retreating before they get especially hurt. Feel free to build extra turrets around the place, but those are a little, I mean, they take resources, so it may slow down your advance a little bit. So, but like I said, I sort of like the slow and cautious, methodical approach to things. I let myself get carried away sometimes, just flying ahead, but most of the time, I'm enjoying this game by taking it slow. These orcs are no match for our soldiers. And having taken this strategic point, we're now really getting a pretty good trickle of requisitions. Let's build another turret here to defend the camp. And let's raise the vehicle cap too. We don't have vehicles yet, but it'll be good to be able to build more than one when we do. Keep pumping up Marine squads and Assault Marine squads. I do prefer to have more of the ground troops than the jetpacks, because they are ultimately the main unit of our army. Take a servitor, build a listening post on this newly captured strategic point. Right, grenades to scatter. And let's use the stand ground stance so that they don't go chasing after orcs too much. We just want them to stand around here and shoot at anything they see. Not to run off on their own. The other servitor can continue building up the base. Now we've got an army. We've got a barracks. We can build more plasma generators. What we can also do is potentially take these assault troops and hop this forest and just see what's going on here. Oh, got some orcs. Let's take them out. Oops, sorry, gotta take them off. I had them on passive mode for some reason. Tower. Distance. But we don't need to let them go too far. Let's just secure the area so we don't get too many raids anymore. Keep the fighting on their turf. You know, the best defense is a good offense and all that stuff. Especially since this entire, this entire path allows them to have the high ground down in the valley over here. Alright, these troops can start advancing. We'll build a turret on this strategic point so it can defend itself. And start having these guys make their way off the alley, firing at anything that they find along the way. While the assault troopers can start taking some of the strategic points. Increase the cap. Get the monastery add-on so we can get sergeants. Train some assault marine squads. Have the barracks send them right out to our latest strategic point. This servitor can put a turret or two around this listening post. I think it's wise. Sometimes these isolated positions get attacked, and usually it's not such a big loss, but you know, we want to keep that resource flowing. Collect our assault troops back together, and let's just make a quick excursion to this camp, find a killer cannon, which is the Orc Mech, and I love the design of these things. I need to get one of these as a miniature.
The machine cult is ready to be requisitioned. Build it to gain
As
access
squads
to
lose
vehicles.
morale, they lose their ability to fight, so have them... Oops. Have them leap away. Other squad reinforcements. But now that we added the HQ, we can train sergeants, and those will allow us to control the squad morale a lot better. So build up all your squads, give them weapon upgrades. Research everything as you are able to do it. Now we could build the machine code back at this base, but honestly I think it's gonna make sense to build it a little further out by one of our listening posts. Don't go in the river yet. Just let the soldier do its job and build its posts. Keep advancing the infantry that you have forward. We may theoretically get some hassle back at the base, which we left without any troops, so let's just train a squad and have it stay there for now. Alright. Might have seen someone try to sneak by here. Let's take a quick look. No. Alright. Any more posts we can build? No, not yet. But let's upgrade everything. I am cycling through all the buildings by pressing Ctrl R, which goes to the next building featuring an upgrade or add-on. just texting friends, so if I'm ever seem to be not very present or not looking at the screen, and honestly, at this point, you probably have a long enough force. Clear out most of this map. But let's keep doing all the usual things.
We will establish a
Reinforce
forward base at
and
this
upgrade
location to facilitate
squads.
ready access to Space Marines. We will need many to ensure the war boss is dead and buried. Thermoplasma generators are available. They will provide us greater access to power.
Now there are these seeing eye things, scope ropes. Perhaps we could train some of them. I guess they increase the vision, excuse me, of a squad. I don't really use them much, but you know, maybe they'll make a bit of a difference. This turret should hopefully be able to defend itself for the most part. Maybe we could give it some protection. Yeah. Once these guys are gone, send a servitor to fix that. Yeah, gotta fix it up. Honestly, I don't know why I'm talking as if I'm giving directions or instructions. But, you know, that's just sort of just thinking out loud to myself. Okay, let's... Yeah, we'll attach a skull to each one of these. Because you know what? Skulls are cool. Skulls are just cool. That's all. Alright. Let's build a thermal plasma generator on top of this. Build a listening post here. And then, as I said, build a stronghold here to do a secondary base. I'm queuing all of these using the shift button. Upgrading and reinforcing every squad I see. And putting up some more turrets and landmines. Because we don't want the enemy wandering around and, you know, fucking shit up for us when we're not in a certain, when we're not protecting an area. thing we can do again, given the Assault Marines jetpacks, is actually send them in for another drop-in. Oh, looks like they can't jump over there. Huh. Never mind. Ooh, never mind. The secondary base can feature a machine cult. Right. These guys, I'm just gonna leave in the camp. I don't know. We can use them as a task force to run around the already captured back area in case anything gets attacked. Still, let's give them all the upgrades.
Whirlwinds and their long-range artillery are being made available. Build them from the machine cult.
Let's place some mines on this river crossing. Just to be dicks. Let's do that. And we can take it slow for a little while. Build up our forces. Deserve a little break. So the current population cap for machines is 17. We can't increase that anymore. But what that means is each dreadnought is 2 points, and each whirlwind, so as is each whirlwind, so let's do 2 whirlwinds for 4 population points, and then let's do 3 dreadnoughts. No more. back at our original base. Two new kind of units. The whirlwinds, the very same ones that we used in the beginning of the game. Or at the beginning of this mission. Great for long distance artillery attacks.
Dogs, no!
Sometimes I like to reset the camera just to maintain a sense of direction. Send our troops forward. The water is negative power, so that will affect our units negatively. We don't really want to stay in the water while we're fighting. But we can cross it and run right into the orc base. anything else we can build? Let's see. Wow. There is that point we just captured. Send servitors over there. No upgrades to get. We can build up some more dreadnoughts, because it does look like some of ours may have been destroyed. But also, let's send all of them to the front. It's the place to be. Everyone's gathering over there. I do find this quite a relaxing game. Once you've built up a good force, and you're not in danger of extinction. You can sort of just take your time arranging your troops. Look at that, looking at stuff, upgrading everything. I mean, RTS games in general have that kind of very relaxed pace at moments. Don't get me wrong, they can be as frantic as any action game sometimes. It all depends who or what you're playing against. Human opponents are certainly a different experience altogether from playing a campaign. I'm more of a real-time strategy campaign player because I like the storytelling aspect of it. I like the feeling of a big, drawn-out, narrative involving entire armies. Rather than individual heroes. Yeah, I just built an unnecessary amount of turrets, but I like doing that. And we do have the resources for it, as at this point that is not really an issue anymore.
Look at that monstrosity.
Oh,
I have
look
heard
at that.
legends of
Yeah.
such beasts, but I've never seen one. Men, concentrate your fire. We must take this creature down.
Wow, wow, wow. Oh. What a sweet thing. I'm sure he means no harm. Just keep an eye on your squad's morale. If any of them are getting low, like this one, you can always activate rally. If they have a sergeant. Morale. Pushing and keep replenishing any squads that lose members, like this one, which is starting to get low. Remember, replenishing a squad is always cheaper than building a new squad, so you really want to hang on to those units if you can. Right, I think we've almost got this. So we can just sit back and watch. Like I said, don't forget to any units that lose their morale become pretty much useless. They don't have any, they can't attack, or at least they can, their attacks will not hit the enemy. So once a squad loses its morale, either get the squad out of there or rally them if they have a sergeant or a commander unit attached. This one doesn't, so just switch their stance to passive and get them the heck out of there. Let's go through and rally everybody. Every squad. Right up in there. We are losing a lot of machines. So keep building dreadnoughts and sending them to the front. Look, I like Whirlwind. I like them. They're good. Dreadnought, there's nothing like Dreadnought. All of our forces have lost their morale now, so let's retreat. And as we retreat towards our well-guarded position full of turrets, any orcs that follow us will be toast. We can then bolster our forces and do the final push to take out their last base. Honestly, build a machine called okay, there is not quite enough space here, right? Again, as squads lose morale, withdraw them. Or rally them if you can. Using special powers, such as grenades. And keep control of that bridge. I don't think we did too bad so far. Like I'm not the most efficient player. We're just having fun, you know. Alright, it is quite a walk from all the way over there, so let's build a machine cult here too. Don't have to walk all the way from this base. Oh look, more dreadnoughts. Pump out your squads. Oh, and don't forget to use the servitors to heal or repair your machines and your buildings. Use comma to just go through all of your combat units. Make sure they're okay. Let's build a barracks here too, if we can. Not quite enough space. Nope. What about here? Oh yeah, that works. I like these guys, they're so cute. The dreadnoughts. I'm not a big fan of most Space Marine stuff. But they come back here. But these things are very huggable. Alright. Now that we got these barracks done, let's do a couple more squads. With everything being in pretty good order now, I think we are almost ready for our final assault. Wow. Let's make sure we got all of our units gathered right there. I think we have. You know, I don't want to have to count them all, so let's take a quick look. I do believe that is everything. So we're gonna take these dreadnoughts. We're gonna put them in selection group 1. Whirlwinds can go in 2. Backup. Regular Space Marines can go in 3. Let's give them all their upgrades and vitamins. Once we do, we can just ready. And Assault Marines can go in 4. I don't think we have too many of those. So let's just... yeah. Let's just do that. And let's proceed. Dreadnoughts can lead the way. Dreadnoughts can lead the way with Whirlwinds providing support from the back to knock out some of these towers. Especially some of the nastier ones. Space Marines can start rushing in right behind the dreadnoughts to clean up. Let's smite this test. Is that a proper smiting? I'm not sure about that. We got it. Okay. We are now taking out a significant part of the work base with absolutely no losses. Keep pushing. Once you set these guys up, they're pretty much perfect killing machines, and they know exactly what to do. Point and click. Just need all their upgrades. And you need at least a modicum of sense to make sure you're sending them at the right time. To the right place. Instead of into a trap. We're not even worrying about strategic points right now. Now that there's a bit of a pause in the fighting, we can take them. vehicles cannot, dreadnoughts and such, cannot take a strategic point. You will need a squad of Marines for that. Alright. Is this ours? Since we do have a quick pause in the fighting, let's just fix up some of our machines. Bring the servitors here to the relatively clean area. And have them repair what they can. We could build a power generator here, but it hardly matters at this point. Since we're about to finish the mission anyway. Right, so as I was saying, I'm not a huge fan of all the Space Marine stuff, especially because, I mean, you know, it is meant to be a satire, or at least it was originally, in the Thatcher era. But these mechs are adorable. I especially love the exhaust pipes on the back. And I'm definitely gonna need to paint one of these sometime soon. This game, rediscovering this game recently, although I had played it as a kid, really got me kind of got me hungry to get some miniatures and get painting, which I did recently. And it was the first time I had to actually learn a skill of some sort for something. In, I don't know, maybe at least a year or two. So it was, I don't know. Warhammer's been good for my brain, is all I can say. And I very much enjoy time spent in this game. Especially with this camera mod, my gosh. It really just lets you get down on the battlefield. The game was never like this back in my day. It was never like this. We didn't have these crazy resolutions. We didn't. Look at this. Oh, look at this boy. Okay. I'm a completist, so I'm gonna build these listening posts, but we hardly actually need them, because at this point we can pretty much grab our entire army and send it into the unknown to finish the mission. At this point, it's just kind of just a pleasure to watch them run in and wipe stuff out. Morbid as that is, and it is morbid. We're gonna upgrade everything we can. Done. Don't forget Control R. Control R goes to the next building needs an upgrade. We don't even need to open the test bar. Cleared out this wing of the final base. Let us proceed onward and upward. Nope. There they are. About to be some twists in the plot. So far we've been fighting orcs the entire game. That's gonna change.
Brother Tantheus.
Burned beyond recovery of his gene seed, along with Brother Michaelis. Nothing was left of them save for ash. They burned from the inside out.
Anything else to report?
The Orc war boss has been destroyed, but we saw a dropship leave the area. Captain, she bore the 8-pointed star.
Oh, must be those
Mark of the
Twitter
luminous
anarchists.
powers of chaos.
The forces of chaos. Here? Now?
Tartarus has endured several Black Crusades led by the terrible Chaos Champions. However, it seems too convenient that orcs and these heretics are here at the same time. But I trust the eyes of our scouts. Isidore, do you sense anything?
No, I have sensed nothing. But if the nature of Brother Tantheus' demise is any indication, then they would have a sorcerer with them who would be capable of masking their presence. Especially with all the background static caused by the orcs.
Background static.
Our honored guest has arrived.
I've always kind of wondered
is it?
about that line.
Inquisitor Mordecai Toth, protector of the Emperor's divine word and will.
Is he here to take command?
An Inquisitor may have near unlimited power. Yes, he can commission the service of any Imperial citizen, from peasant to planetary governor, but
I shall not cede command of my Space Marines to him, Inquisitor or not.
Then why is he here? Does he suspect one of us of heresy?
He is an Inquisitor. They suspect everyone of heresy. If chaos taints this world, then that explains his presence. We must share with him what we discovered. Inquisitor Toth, welcome to Tartarus.
Thank you, Captain. But we have little time for courtesies. You and your men must leave Tartarus. Now.
The orcs have been repelled, and their war boss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The orcs still threaten to overcome several major population centers. and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of Chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet, but of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a space marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience, and that I do not need right now.
Yep. I really like the story of this game. I mean, it really is. It's kind of a little movie, or almost a novel. It's got betrayal. It's got
This warp storm
different
can trap us
sides.
here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as...
I believe agents of Chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there
No
a
comment.
Chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the Orcs than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see.
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here, where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of Chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always.
The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by orcs?
I've never seen an orc lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't orcs, then it must be the forces of chaos. We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here.
Alright. Just finishing a text. Be right there.
The sacred artifact will now be available to us. Construct it, and we will have access to powerful abilities.
All the usual stuff. We do all the usual stuff. Build some plasma generators. We'll make as many Marine squads as we can. So now we got a whole bunch of hero units. We got 4 hero units, commander units. They're called, there's a similar thing in Age of Empires, and they're called heroes, I think. But we can take them and attach them to the various squads. As they get created. We do have a squad, a scout marine squad. So once we research infiltration, we can send that forward. Yep. Resources. We'll have more soon. I just want to get us off to a good start so that we don't keep losing ground. This game rewards patience in the beginning, usually, I think. You know. If you research everything and upgrade your squads fully before you launch out, you're gonna spend a lot less in the end. Obviously, playing against a human opponent might feel very different, a lot more complicated, but in this particular campaign, it's the way to go. get these scouts out. Because, you know, we're still waiting. We're waiting to get requisitions. Can't really build that much right now. Let's look around.
Orcs! Attack!
Uh-oh. So, looks like there's what appears to be a broken squad of orcs.
Attack!
They're not even...
Wait. They weren't attacking. They were fleeing.
What could inspire fear in an orc?
I don't know. What could inspire fear in an orc? Yeah, let's take this point. Doesn't look like anyone's really guarding it. In fact, let's send a servitor there. Keep training Space Marines. Build a listening post on the strategic point that we just captured. Now we should start getting some real requisition resources trickling in. Meanwhile, over here, we're just waiting around. I don't want to stir the, I don't want to stir the nest, the bee's nest, too soon. Let's just make sure that all of these boys are reinforced. And keep building Marine squads. Well, when you have the resources, build more squads. Bathroom break. Be right back. saw a movie earlier today. I actually kind of didn't want to like, but liked. We're all going to the World Fair. It was decidedly just not what I expected. But at the same time, I don't think I knew what I don't think I knew what I was expecting anyway. Alright, we're gonna... I don't want to say anything else to spoil it, but yeah, it is an interesting film by a cool queer director who you should support, whose name I probably should know, but I just saw the movie. We're all going to the World Fair. Yep. All right. Building up. Yeah, I think we got enough. I think we got enough troops to push a little. Because the reward will be faster resource accumulation. There you go, there's another strategic point. Oh, should have taken that much sooner. But, you know, we're just taking our time. There's no emergency here. Thankfully. The emergency is entirely fictional with listening post here. Reinforce your troops. Build more. As soon as you can. now. And let's get the Scout Marines to explore a little bit more.
Something is not right here. These orc bodies do not look like they were dispatched by Imperial hands. We must proceed with caution.
Perhaps we were mistaken about the presence of the forces of chaos.
Be it Eldar or Chaos.
I will
Oh,
have
you're not
answers
mistaken.
either way. Press on.
You're not mistaken. It's just a much more complicated mess than you thought it was. Alright, Eldar. Gotta take out the arch. They're gonna keep spawning out of the arch. The webway gate. Let's take that out. Now, take out. Smite them. There. I don't think there's any need to send the rest of the forces on this mission yet, but we'll just take a quick look at them, make sure everyone's upgraded. Take the next point. Take that next point. Whoop! Looks like something's going on down the road. You guys okay? Could use a turret here and there. I think we should put one down, don't you? Well, let's do that after we build a listening post here. Send a squad to protect our new territory. Someone never finished this. Sorry. My bad. this thing. Alright. Got an extra servitor, so we're now full up on our population cap. I would say put a turret or two, oh no, around the base, just around everywhere, anywhere that you don't want to have to leave troops. There you go, buddy. And what else can we build? Oh, we don't have an armory. My gosh. Oversight. Real oversight on my part. Alright, let's keep moving forward.
Dark Reapers, fall back. We need Rhino transport tanks. They will allow us to get through unscathed and attack the Dark Reapers on those cliffs above.
Ha.
Rhino transports are now available.
Bip. I still think we should probably get a little bit of, just a little fire on these guys, despite the negative cover. Just don't go too deep. Yeah, we're just gonna fire through the rocks. It's okay. Yeah, you know how it is. So good. We didn't really need transports for that, is what I'm saying. Although perhaps it would have been cheaper. I'm not sure it would have been more fun. Let's go. Let's keep going. What now? Can't really build vehicles yet, or wait. Yes, soon we will be able to. Let's keep pushing forward. Webway gate is how they create and transport units. The Odari are certainly one of the more interesting races in Warhammer 40k. They're essentially, I would say, they're space elves, you know. But I don't know if they, I don't know if that's all they are. But it's definitely a part of what they are. every update. Add a sergeant to every squad. Like I said, that will before, that will help you control their morale. Look, I'm not a Space Marine fan, but you know, but they do look pretty cool. I can't really deny that. Look at these guys. Machine cult? Somewhere around here, probably. Alright. Let's just move the army out of the way. Let's just keep going. Keep it right there. Or rather keep it moving forward. It would be nice to put it somewhere here. I don't want them to have to drive or walk along that far. Alright, here it is. We can also build a sacred artifact building. Let's do that. And just to top it off, let's defend them with a couple turrets. That should be most of our forces here. I believe we can begin moving them forward.
Apothecaries are standing by to tend to our wounded. Build them at the sacred artifact.
Down here. Dumping out dreadnoughts and whirlwinds. be Apothecaries don't take any population, so that's a good incentive to build as many of them as there are essentially squads, unaccompanied squads. And we got our whole army here, ready to keep moving. Whoa. That was a bit of a surprise.
At least we know that the orcs and Eldar are not in league together.
When one enemy attacks another, it does not mean they aren't in league. Just that they are living up to their lack of honor.
And those who lack honor deserve death. Establishing a secondary base near this location will give us a forward position with which to engage the enemy.
Will destroy you.
Don't want to go too far. But let's just make sure the area is clear. Alright. Well, you heard what they said. It's a good place for a secondary base. So we can works here? Right, remember those? That used to be all we thought. We should probably be sturdy enough to take them on. Don't forget to give your squads a little bit of maintenance. You don't want them falling apart while you're watching the fight. But at the same time, don't forget to enjoy carnage. We'll give everybody time to get here. You know what? These might be stuck in the ground. I might have really picked a bad position for this. We're building a secondary base anyway. So fuck it. Fuck them. Log all these buildings. Clear the way. Do that. I didn't have to do that. Jesus. Here it is. Alright, next segment. One little over, you know, overcompensated there. Overcorrected, rather. Alright. Let's build a stronghold. upgrade all of the listening posts with fortifications. And get these two guys over to the base to build. Alright, we have apothecaries. Let's get the healer guys and put them together with their squads. One can go here. One can go here. One. Every upgrade for all of your units. They deserve it. They deserve to be their best selves. I think that's really what it's about. Now we're just gonna build up a quick secondary base. Alright. Honestly, I need to clear out this area of all troops. Alright, let's get it. What is going on? Yeah, the pathfinding in this game is sometimes gets a little... Sometimes they, you know, if they don't know... If it doesn't know how to go there, sometimes it just... They will just stand there. Okay. Now. Alright. Having now cleared the area of all troops, we can build up a proper base. Therex. We've got plasma generator 2 or 3, maybe even 4. Wow, how many? Alright. this squad needs an upgrade. So does this one. Oh, yep. Let's start the last attack. We're not quite built up yet, you know. The machine cold's still gotta pump out some of those. But they can join the battle in progress. Time for the Force Commander and Librarian to do their thing. I think after this, I'm gonna play a different game.
So the good Inquisitor senses no chaos here. How fortunate for the Imperium that such keen-eyed eagles stand vigil over her gates.
What dark crafts have these Eldar invoked?
None. At least not here. The servants of Chaos sacrificed this poor guardsman themselves.
To what end, Isidore?
I know not. I believe the altar is a marker, a waypoint, in a map that leads elsewhere. Someone defaced many portions of text. Regardless of what Chaos seeks here, the altar requires a sacrifice of blood, or more likely, a life.
Brother Isidore, you have an hour to study the altar. Document everything as is our tradition. Then burn it, lest its taint infect us all.
But Gabriel, there is much to learn from here. We should not be too eager to...
Learn what? Chaos does not teach. It misleads and it betrays. There is nothing to learn here, save for our next course. These transports have been damaged somehow. Make the repairs, and be quick.
Brother Isidore, what betrayal have you wrought?
Betrayal!
And vehicles, harboring artifacts, despite your good captain's instructions.
Gabriel does not understand. He does not appreciate the significance of this.
No, but I do.
Quiet, heretic. Once I find what you seek, I will use it against you for the glory of the Emperor and my brothers.
You wish to deal me a harsh blow, to prove your strength and worth. Well, then come to me. I wait at Mount Korath.
Have no fear, sorcerer. I will be there.
This seems like a good place to end this particular game right now.
Onto the...
Alright. I'll be back momentarily, hopefully.